David was always teaching. He taught the kids all the time. I mean, it was nonstop. He took the time to teach the kids everything that he could teach them at that time. You know, he made learning moments or teachable moments. He did that all the time. And then he was always about the profession and about what you could do for the university or the profession itself. And those are the words that, you know, you do what's best for the team, or you do what's best for the university, or you do what's best for the profession. He always said those things to me. You know, when we would talk and have a questionable incident or something, he'd go, all right, well, what do you think's best for the team? What do you think's best for the university? And he was always thinking like that. He would run every day, and he'd come back and he'd be sweating still and getting ready to go take a shower and stuff. Oh, I had a jogging inspiration. We need to do this. And that was his time to go think about things and figure out what we're going to do for the university, the profession, you name it.
You know, along with that, David's rapport with the coaches was something special. Not just his football coaches. And when he first came, he was a basketball coach. And the football coaches at that time became very good friends with him. And he was like a magnet. He drew people to him. He was an inspiration to the coaches as well as the students and the athletes. The athletes went to him for personal problems, for injury situations, for counseling, multiple kinds of things. Those three groups just knew David Gish in and out and around about, and it was great to watch it happen.
And my favorite saying that he used to do with many of his students, and I've heard this many times, is when he would talk to them and give them a scenario, he'd say, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm trying to prepare you. And that's, I think about him all the time when we're dealing with students.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though he was at a university, he was proud of that high school background. He knew all the high school mascots, he knew their colors, and that helped with getting the kids jobs and finding places for them to go and work and making them more comfortable, because he knew just about everybody anyway. And but he would say, oh yeah, that's a great spot for her, or that's not a good spot for him. I know the person there, that's not good, or you know, he was really good about that. And like I said, even though he was at the university and the head athletic trainer at the university, he still kept in touch with the high schools and knew what was going on. He had his finger on the pulse of just about everything.
Wonderful family. Karen, his wife, who he met in San Marcos Public Schools and married her, have two wonderful children, Madison and Hayden. Both of them are extremely high academic students and well liked in the community. I'm familiar with them because the family belonged to my church, and I see them at church regularly. And of course, Karen sings in the choir, and when she's in the choir, we know the choir's better because she's such an angel with her singing. But David also was an Eagle Scout when he was younger, and he was working with Hayden towards obtaining that Eagle Scout rank, and I'm sure Hayden is going to continue it in the honor of his father and get that done.
That was the thing about David in the work atmosphere. Even it was still a family. We're all a family, whether it's at the state level, at the national level, or Texas State. We're all a family, and he helped provide and promote that atmosphere all the time. If you needed to do something for your family and get it done, he let you get it done because he knew that family was most important.
This is a great privilege to celebrate the induction of David Gish into the Southwest Athletic Trainers Hall of Fame. It's a special day recognizing all of his accomplishments and the person that he was, as well as the great athletic trainer and practitioner of athletic training that he was. In his career, as he went through the years, and I followed him, and we stayed in touch and continued to communicate and exchange ideas. Everyone that knows or knew David knew that he was special, and through his career and his professional work, his years at San Marcos High School, his career at Texas State, as well as his professional accomplishments speak for him as being the true deserving recipient of the Southwest Athletic Trainers Hall of Fame, and I congratulate David's memory and all of you.
David, he made me a better person. He made our athletic training a better program. He made the people he met better people. He was just a great Christian young man that believed in his God and practiced what he preached. The people that around him understood where he stood on things, but he was a teacher above all else, I believe, and people just worshiped him and thought that he was the greatest thing that they could have had at our school.
Well, I'd like to thank David for all his hard work, for all his time, and for all his wonderful blessings that he gave us. I'd like to thank his family for including me and my family with everything that they ever did. I got to hold Madison when she was a baby. I got to hold Hayden when he was a baby, and we got included in a lot of their family get-togethers. When it comes down to it, Madison and Hayden, you were the boy and the girl in his life. And always remember that. Don't ever, ever forget that. And David deserves this for all the hard work he's done, put in through SWATA, through Alamo area, through the high schools, and through Texas State University. Thinking more about himself, more about than himself, thinking about the profession, where it's going, how to teach people how to get there, and truly enjoy it. I think that was one of his greatest gifts, was he really enjoyed the athletic training profession, every facet of it, because we had a lot of laughs, and I'd just like to say thank you.